What is up, soul family? Thank you for joining me back on this frequency. Today we're starting the series on meditation. Meditations with Demetrius. Here we go. Why should you meditate? What is the purpose of this? Why is it so beneficial? So you can go look up all the different health benefits and things that meditation can do for you. I'm going to focus on the overarching themes that meditation develops in your life that is literally like, I couldn't even describe to you the immense power that you are cultivating within through meditation. The first primary reason you should meditate is to take back your power. Because when you meditate, and you have a daily meditation practice, you realize you need very little from the outside world. Like you think you need all these things to make you feel this way, you need this type of energy from them. But when you meditate and you're getting into the meditation, all of a sudden like you hit this moment of peace and tranquility. And you're just like, wow, I could just sit like this for a long time. I like the ground right here, and I really like those trees. This is building a reliance in oneself that you cannot cultivate elsewhere. Also, meditation, taking back your power, it helps you learn to be alone. This is, I couldn't stress how important it is to be alone in this world. Without social media, without your phone, without anybody to rely on, without any friend. That may sound like kind of depressing and like, why would you want to do that? Well, you cannot discover who you are, and you cannot realize the power within if you are not by yourself. Because you can only remove the programming and discover your true authentic self when you go out into the wilderness, per se. When you go at it alone. When all of a sudden you stop trying to be the person that they want you to be. When all of a sudden you stop being the person that everyone else approves of. When you can stop being anyone but you. And finally accept your authentic self, and you can let it shine. You have to cultivate this when you're alone, so then all of a sudden when you're with people, you're not even thinking about what they think of you. I mean, it doesn't even cross your mind. All that you care about is it's like being with them and like sharing this experience. And when you are an authentic being that has self-reliance and confidence in his own self, or your own self, because you have spent time alone, you have explored the hidden corridors of your mind, you have gone through these blockages and all these traumas that we pick up, and you have learned to release them and just be. You are magnetic. You have a quality about you that no one can put their finger on, but it's very mystical and like, it's different. If you come hang out with me, I'm going to be like no one you've ever hung out with before. I'm going to be like no one you ever could hang out with before. Because I am authentic in my own unique self. Because I spend a lot of time alone. And meditation teaches you to be okay with this and actually thrive. I think a lot of people are addicted to stimulus and like social like behavior, basically. Like if you took away someone's phone for a day, that's like that most people would go kind of crazy, right? Like I was just in Hawaii, my phone broke for 2 weeks. It was a great time. I was just sitting on mountains with nothing on me. It felt great. And like when you can do this, all of a sudden you start learning things about yourself that you would never have discovered without taking the time to go within, to be alone, to be okay with that and start learning to harness this amazing piece of technology that is you. You are not the victim of anything. You have the power to feel however you want, create whatever experience you want to have, and be whoever you want to be. You have all that power. You are not the victim of the situations in the external. You are the victim if you haven't found that power within and cultivated your true authentic self. So that's one of the major things about meditation is all of a sudden you stop being dependent on entertainment and TVs and phones and people and food and drugs and all these things, because you know that I could go sit in that field all day and I could be okay with that. It is such an empowering feeling. If you ever read the book Siddhartha, Siddhartha said he can think, he can wait, and he can think, wait, and fast. So essentially he can meditate, he has patience, and he can fast. To the average individual, those three skills sound completely worthless. I would say those three traits are the most empowering, rare, and like authentic traits you could ever have. Because when you cultivate those three, which all basically come through meditation, you no longer need anything. You need nothing from anybody. You are not dependent on anything, so nothing has power over you. You have seen this in social situations all the time. When people become attached to someone else, all of a sudden they start getting abused emotionally just from that attachment because they're so scared of losing that person. Right? And like, then, especially if it's an abusive relationship where the other person knows that they have power over the other person, and you see this control dynamic happening everywhere. But meditation, the self-reliance, the independence, the knowledge that you need nothing to be happy because you have found happiness within, which is the only place true happiness and fulfillment lies. This is why meditation is huge. That's the number one thing I could ever say about meditation. But it goes well beyond this even. Like, that's just scratching the surface. Developing your meditation and a strong imagination, which you cultivate through meditation, you have the power to activate and heal your body like you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe what you can do with the right thoughts, emotion, and awareness combined to heal, to invigorate and energize, to flow energy, to rejuvenate like nothing before. Like nothing before. For instance, most people think, meditation is just about turning off the mind and sitting there. I could meditate for 2 minutes before I lifted weights. I bet I could, my central nervous system, like I would do a physical performance type meditation where I am bringing in energy into me and like really starting to flow quickly and invigorating every cell and muscle fiber in my body. Therefore, it's kind of like walking on clouds when you take a step. That's just one aspect of meditation. Like, you don't understand. You have the power to control every situation once you learn to let go of all things, eliminate your judgments, and harness the power within you and the power of your mind, awareness, thoughts, emotion, and combine all of these with visualization to achieve anything that you need. It's crazy, and this might sound like, oh, you're blowing this out of proportion. You have no idea what meditation has like saved me, the situations it's gotten me out of. Like, I don't even want to go into these. Another huge thing that meditation does for you is it reminds you what is important. See, when you're stuck in a conscious mind, the conscious mind has inertia. So thoughts keep flowing, and we've all experienced this. It's just like, why can't I stop thinking? It's like, why have I had a trail of meaningless thoughts going through my head for the last 3 hours for no fucking reason, right? They didn't add any value to my life. In fact, they were often like causing anxiety or stress. With meditation, you can learn to stop feeding the conscious mind and learn how to just be, live through your senses, right? Get out of your head, get into the body, and get into the self, the bigger self. And when you can do this, when you can get the conscious mind out of the way, all of a sudden, what is truly important? It's so blatantly clear, right? It's so, like, it's about the love. It's about your mission, your purpose in life. Like, see, if someone didn't meditate, right, and they worked like the average like 9 to 5 job, like when they wake up in the morning, they're gonna be thinking about, oh, I gotta like go get my car washed, and I gotta go do this job, and it's really important, and I gotta make that interview, and like be on my best game for these people, and like all these different things that, like, no, those are all tasks that you have to do during the day. That's not important at all. What's important is the love and energy that you bring into the day. What is important is that you are operating in alignment with truth and authenticity, and furthermore, you are operating in alignment with your purpose, your mission. Like, every morning when you wake up, you have to remind yourself who you are, why we're here, and like take a step back and look at this experience for a second, so you're not just caught up in this like day-to-day rat race. This is what meditation can do for you. It can give you perspective that changes how you go into every situation, how you react to them. You see, stress is all relative to you. A psychopath enjoys hurting people, while the average person, that traumatizes them and stresses them out. Stress is relative. Some people get stressed before a test. I don't. I go into a test knowing that I'm going to kill it, because I did a quick meditation with affirmations and mental performance enhancing meditation. You see what I'm getting at here? Like, meditation is more powerful than drugs. It is, like, this is the way that a human is supposed to operate, but they don't want us to know that all the power rests within us. Like, this world doesn't want you to think that, because then, well, oh, I can heal myself with my mind right now. I don't need the drugs. I don't need the caffeine. I can just breathe in that good-ass prana. Oh, I don't need the Xanax for antidepressants. I've found happiness within me. I don't need food because I can fast, and I realize that fasting makes me feel really good and actually improves my energy. Like, meditation really is a superpower, because it's the only way you can start harnessing like I said, the most advanced technology ever created, which is you. Mind, body, soul. Mind, body, spirit. Those three things together, like, you don't even know how complex, advanced, but harmonious these things are. And when you can start applying different aspects of these and combining them together in new creative ways to invoke a certain feeling, experience, mentality. Like, you can adopt any mentality you want. If I need charisma, I can go get charisma. If I need energy, I can go get energy. And this is just, it takes me a couple of minutes getting at how powerful this stuff is. Huge point here is, I think I hit on this briefly, but authenticity. You can't discover who you truly are unless you spend time alone, unless you have self-reliance within and have explored the cavities of your mind and your shadow self, and have overcome all judgments of this, and have released the traumas. You see, there's a reason we don't teach meditation in schools. Because if they did, every kid wouldn't have, there would be no ADD. I bet depression would drop 90%. Because all of a sudden you start realizing, holy shit, like it's all about what I'm thinking, and like this whole system flows together. And if you can start releasing all this baggage that we hold on to without consciously knowing it, you can heal yourself from everything. Okay, so like discovering your true authentic self, being able to let that shine through, developing the confidence in oneself, and like the self-reliance to the point where you don't care what they're gonna think of you. You're just gonna be you. You're not gonna be what they want you to be anymore. You're not gonna be what your parents want you to be anymore. You're not gonna be anybody that anyone wants you to be. You will not walk any path set before you. You will not live the life prescribed. Because you've found your authentic self and you trust yourself. You've built a self-reliance and trust in oneself. Therefore, you are walking your own unique individual path. And I'm telling you right now, your life depends on it. Because if you do not walk your own path, you will not find the fulfillment, happiness, and passion that you know is within you. You will not serve your highest purpose, and therefore you will never be fully in spirit, because you will be walking a path that was never made for you. So meditation, once again, developing self-reliance, finding your true authentic self, and cultivating the confidence to let that shine through, and knowing that you need nothing from out here. You don't need the approval of anybody. You have the approval of yourself. That's all you need, and you got happiness coming from within you. Meditation I don't know if I already touched on this, but the victim mentality. The victim mentality is a result of people never having looked within them. This whole world wants you to stay bug-eyed focused on the external. That's why I blast you with TV shows, social media, constant like parties, and like think about college, for instance. You have tons of work, schoolwork, and all this like really consciously focused and demanding work for like 8 hours a day. And then you're in college, so it's a very social time of your life. So then the rest of your time is going to be spent partying, going out, like chilling with friends, like, and like we all know this. Like we've all felt that grind. Like we don't have time really. You might have time for like a 30-minute or an hour meditation, but that's the thing, is they don't want you to be going within. That's what this whole world is set up to do, is make sure that you do not go in. Go within. They want to make sure you do not begin examining your state of being and what affects that. You have no idea. You have no idea how much just your thoughts and attitude affect how you feel 5 minutes from now. You have no idea what you can do with a little bit of imagination, because our subconscious mind, if you can have a powerful imagination and have a playful childlike spirit to fully have faith and accept this imagination that you're projecting, it goes straight to the subconscious mind, therefore releasing the dopamine and neurotransmitters and things that you need. Like you just invoke this. Like all the power is within you, and meditation is so vitally important for that. These are some of the things I thought of as like the absolute like the highest tiers of importance when it comes to like what meditation does for your life. You can go read 1,000 blog posts about like how it increases the gray matter in your brain and reduces stress hormones, but like all these articles are really only like talking about the scientific thing. So therefore they're suffering from this illusion of separation. So they think that like meditation increases your serotonin levels in your brain. No, it's healing your whole entire system, and this is actually a symptom of a byproduct of something else. What I just kind of went at here was the things that are absolutely life-changing from meditation that very few people consider. And if you think I'm blowing this out of the water, I'm not. I'm not. Like, you can be anybody you want. You can feel anything you want. And you can do anything you want with invoking the perfect energy for that. That is ultra alchemy. Like, that is the highest level shit. And that just rests through the gateway of meditation. Meditation is a word that covers a huge array of things. It's not just sitting there with your mind off, no. Meditation is for thinking clearly. Meditation is for invoking energy. Meditation is for clarity of reflection, physical performance, mental performance, guidance, knowledge. Like, the list goes on and on and on. Healing, activation. Meditation is your superpower because it is your gateway to accessing the infinite potential and power that rests within you. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a bright day. Know that you are infinite, you are divine, and you are powerful beyond measure. And I hope you can start tapping into that. That's what we're going to be doing here. I'm going to be trying to come out with daily meditation tips and techniques, just like quick videos, that will slowly start to return the power back to you and change your life. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Oh, friends, I forgot. I can't believe I forgot this enormous point about meditation. If you want to be in alignment with Source, alignment with truth, and access your divinity, you must do this through meditation, because without already establishing a meditation practice and getting in touch with Spirit, Spirit cannot live through you because your conscious mind is in the way. Meditation is your gateway to accessing Spirit, to harnessing that spiritual energy, wisdom, knowledge, letting it speak through you and guide you on the path to your greatest version. More than that, when you're in alignment with Source, when you're operating and you are actively participating and fulfilling your mission here, so therefore in alignment with Source, well, now we're talking about the universe conspiring to work in your favor. Because when you are in alignment with Source and Spirit, you are walking in the Spirit. You are fulfilling your own personal legend on the path of your true mission, where you can shine the most vibrantly. Your spirit is singing, and Source is singing with you, because Source is you. Okay? So when you are letting Spirit live through you, you are letting Source live through you. And when you are in alignment by meditation, through meditation, developing alignment physically, mentally, spiritually, in all aspects of life. When you start cultivating this alignment and becoming your greatest version, things will happen in your life. Things start clicking like this because the universe is conspiring to help you. Okay? So, yeah, that's the last point. That was super important. The spirituality component of meditation. Yeah. Stay in spirit, my friends. Peace.